further ado, our first person performing for the Cannoli Type 5 is Nicole Donovan.
At the end of the day, though, I got yelled at. It was my fault that we talked her out of it. And then just this past week, I wish I was lying. I wish like this wasn't just me like exaggerating. She offered for Christmas to buy my headstone. She even offered to match my dad's. And then I realized something. This bitch plans on outliving me. And instead of being insulted, I said, you know what? Fuck it. You didn't pay for my college. You'll pay for my fucking debt. I won't take any money from her to bury me. Joke's on you. I won't have any life insurance. Fuck off. And you know what? I want that headstone. And you know what I want on it? I do want it in black because I do like black, and I want it to match my dad's. That's kind of nice. That's a nice, thoughtful idea, actually. But I want a little slot, where I can update a fucking image in there every day. And then I want the thing that says, "Not yet, bitches." And every year I'm just like flipping people off with it. And mostly her. So every time she comes to visit, she'll see me when I'm not there because I don't live there. By the way, this grave is in DeWitt, Iowa. I know, right? The moment I said Iowa, everyone cringed. You don't want to be buried there either? So this is why I always stay single, so that way I don't take someone down with me. Get it? Alright, that's it. That's my 5 for now.
Nice job. Next up to the stage, we're gonna just keep on moving. Andrew Whelan, everybody, give him a big old round of applause.
Hi everyone. Today I just want to share a couple of life lessons that I've learned throughout my life. First thing you should know about me is I'm a middle child, not just like of 3 kids, of 7. And the first life lesson is that middle child syndrome is real. It is. I've lived this because not only is it real, but my parents, when we were traveling out west to California, left me at a McDonald's for 4 hours. Yeah. So they went 2 hours out and they were like, "Oh, I think we're missing something. Maybe we should turn around and go back." Sub lesson to that, McDonald's is always there for you when your parents aren't. They gave me so many nuggets. It was so great. Child services was called, and I wish I was a smarter child, because I was in Kansas, and I was like, looking right at that child service officer and said, "We're in Kansas now." So the second lesson that I've learned in my life is you can have any body type you want as long as you think about it hard enough. For instance, me, I have guns, and I know what you're thinking, like, look at this tummy, there's no way he's ripped. No, when I'm on the beach and the sun hits this ginger skin just right, flare guns. I'm calling police. I'm going to die. So, it's all just a mindset. The third thing that I've learned is that straight people and gay people, we're kind of all alike. For instance, when a straight person goes to Chick-fil-A, this is what they hear. "Hi, welcome to Chick-fil-A. Would you like some nuggets with a side of Chick-fil-A sauce?" What they say, "Yes, please, with a Diet Coke." When a gay person goes to Chick-fil-A, this is what they hear. "Hi, welcome to this God-given establishment that has been blessed by Jesus Christ on heaven and on earth. Would you like some gay-hating chicken with a side of homophobia sauce?" What the gay person says, "Yes, please, with a Diet Coke." The next lesson that I'd like to give you is a 2-part story, is that we should appreciate scam mail more. I have 2 primary examples of this. I was working one day and I received an email. Lo and behold, they had gotten my nudes. And they said, if you don't send us 247 Bitcoin, we're going to distribute them to your family. Just for reference, one Bitcoin is $107,000. I have never had a bigger ego boost. I might start an OnlyFans. This person got my nudes, looked at it, and said, damn, so much money there. Can't believe it. The other scam mail I got was actually from my grandma. She was in Peru. This was during COVID. She lost her passport and she got COVID. But there was a COVID clinic in Peru that cured her. But she needed the $300 to pay the clinic and get her passport. And I almost sent the $300 because not only did Peru cure my grandmother of COVID, but they also brought her back from the dead. They are working miracles in Peru. That's where you need to go if you're dead. Nicole, take note. You die. So the last thing that I learned is honestly, it doesn't matter what anyone thinks about you. Because whether each and every one of you loved this or you hated it, I'm still gonna cry myself to sleep. Thank you. That's the next
One more big hand for Andrew. And then another big hand bringing up Paige.
I feel short. I was thinking, thank you, Marty. Short girls gotta stick together. All right, I'm really nervous, guys, so be nice. So my name's Paige, as Caleb said. Something that I'm struggling with right now is like figuring out my identity because I'm almost 30, but I'm right between a Gen Zer and a millennial. And I struggle because I want to be Gen Z so much, but then my millennial tendencies trickle in. Let me explain a little bit. So the first way this happens is with work-life balance. I feel like Gen Zers is, anyone a Gen Z here? You got a few, maybe? You have it right, because you have a good sense of what matters. You know, we don't live to work, we work to live. I always mess up that phrase, see, coming back. And I feel like I'm trying to be a Gen Zer so hard, but I fail because I just care too much. I had too much of a unrelenting work ethic. Like not yesterday, that was Friday. It's today, gal, today's burning together. Yes. Last week, I was up till like 3 a.m. working on a presentation for some C-suite individuals at my job. And do you know what I got out of it? I had 2 Bobs with receding hairlines tell me good job. And I feel like it was not worth it. And I don't know if that's... Thank you. So I don't know if that's daddy issues or like growing up Catholic. Probably daddy issues. Sorry, Dad, if you're watching. Love you. But what sucks even more than that is that I get so competitive at work with certain particular people. Does anyone have that coworker that doesn't do anything but just like talks the talk that everyone loves them? Yep. Yeah. Okay. At my job, his name's Brad, and I don't care if Brad watches this, because you know who you are. And oh my gosh, he literally does nothing. He has a title that I literally think is strategic officer, and it doesn't mean anything. It makes no sense. I'm like, I literally don't know what you do. But we're in meetings. He makes enough sense to where people love him, like don't ask questions. And so my competitive mindset comes around where I'm like, no. Sorry, Brad, but fuck you, I'm getting that promotion over you, so I have to make sure that I work way harder than him in every sense of the word. So the last way that I feel like well, not the last way, but the second last way that I want to be more Gen Z is in terms terms of tech, I feel like, Cadence, are you good at technology? Okay, well, then maybe we can work together on it. But I am so bad at technology. I am proud when I say that I went through college without ChatGPT instead of acknowledging that it probably would have made my life a lot easier. And then it's gotten to the point where any new tech feature that comes out, I honestly despise it. I'm like, ugh, another thing that I have to learn. Like, does anyone use Outlook at work?
Yes.
All right. Anyone else being forced to use the new version of Outlook?
I hate it.
And who hates it? All right. So I despise it. And does everyone know about the toggle at the top right where you can turn on classic? Okay. You bet your bottom dollar that every single day I go back to classic because I hate the new features. It just doesn't make sense. I hate learning new things.
Yes.
Thank you. I feel seen. Thank you all. And the last way that I wish I was more Gen Z is around female empowerment. The idea that I don't need no man, like I can just live my life and it's fine. Because honestly, I just got married. And I used to be all for like I don't need anyone, I'll just live my life, but every single day after we got married, the idea of being a stay-at-home wife is becoming more and more compelling. Like, honestly, I'm like talking to John, like, when's the day? I'm counting down the days when I can put in my letter of resignation and just sign off. But here's the problem with that, and my husband can attest. I am awful at cooking. Awful. I can Uber Eats anywhere, but I'm awful at cooking. I'm also awful at cleaning. I'm really good at like moving the mess around from room to room, so it makes it like you're cleaning. Thank you, Marty. You're listening. And the other way, I lost where I was at. Oh, and I can't keep any living thing alive. Even my snake plants, which everyone says are indestructible. You can't kill them. It's dead. I feel like this is my groove. I feel seen.
Also, it's called churning.
Oh,
When you
really?
move things from room to room. It's
Oh,
a hoarding
is there a
business.
name for it?
Yeah.
Am I a hoarder?
We can unpack that later.
My mom would probably agree, so that makes sense. But if there was like a personality hire equivalent for a stay-at-home wife, like a Brad, I feel like I would be really good at it. So just if you guys hear anything about any openings, just let me know. I will sign up. And the other thing that worries me about being a stay-at-home wife is the idea of kids. I feel like that naturally comes into the conversation. But to have kids, you have to have your shit together. And by golly, I do not. At all. I may look like it sometimes, but it's all facade. It's chaos behind the scenes. And just to give you an idea of how chaotic my life is recently, I have a story, and I'm going to be vulnerable with you all, so we'll see how this goes. Mom, Dad, stop watching if you're watching. So I fly a lot for work for my new job, and I don't have the best travel routine. I have a lot of anxiety with it, but recently it reached a new level, a new height, because I'm boarding my plane, and I realize as I'm boarding, this thought comes to my mind that I left my vibrator in my hotel bag. All right? Yes, this has really happened. And so I'm boarding my plane. I'm like, oh my God, I only have 20 minutes before we take off. I got to figure something out. So I called the hotel, and I thought through how do I position this so that it makes sense and that I may, at the end of it, be able to get it shipped back to me, because for any of you guys that know, it's expensive. Those things are expensive. So I'm like, I my name? Do I leave my phone number? What if they figure out that it's a vibrator, then they can bring it back to me? And I don't know, they can tie it back to me. And the worst part is that I travel to this hotel like every other week. So I have to like not be super extra. And so I eventually just scrambled. I probably made no sense at all. And so I didn't hear back from them, which is understandable at this point. I've accepted it. But there's actually even a worse part to that. And that's when I came home and I'm unpacking my suitcase. And I found it in my bag, and the last bottom piece of it, and I look at it, and I'm like, you little. So out of spite for how that my vibrator came in at the last minute and like got all the credit and saved the day, my vibrator, I named him fucking Brad.
Together. Hi. How's it going? Should I use the microphone?
Yeah.
Can I come closer? Just a little. Just a little. Oh, I like that. Hi. I'm really tired. But having a great time. You all having fun? Thanks for doing it, of course. So my type 5. I have type 5. 753, 758, got it. So I was gonna organize my thoughts, but Patty kind of took over today. And so I have a lot of stuff that I may be bouncing around a little bit, but I'm just gonna throw it out there and see what's fun. So my name's Dandy. I have 27 other nicknames you can choose from, so you need for the whole menu after. And I am stuck between a rock and a hard on. Let me just start off with a couple of really quick Star Wars jokes, just two. Who's my Star Wars fans? Thank you.
Yes.
Okay, great. We do need to know where some of these planets. Who knows Hoth? Yes. Okay, good. We're all right. All right. So, what do you call an excited Ewok with no parents? An endorphin. Cool. This one's from Chance Kovar, credit to him. Why is Leia always lonely? She's looking for love in all the wrong places. Okay, thank you. Okay, one thing I'm really into lately is the idea of goblin mode. Who's heard this? Okay, goblin mode, for those who don't know, is basically like what I'm gonna do after this, where you just sort of go into your apartment and you just let yourself snack everywhere and make a mess, and you're just like truly feral, just letting yourself go with that. And so I love doing that. I take it to the next level where I move around my apartment like people come to answer the door. DoorDash is always really awkward with that, but it's for my mental health. Please. Thank you. Round of applause for mental health. Thank you very much. I do get upset. Who likes Frozen? A lot of my stuff is like concept based, or not likes. Who's seen Frozen? Okay. So I'm upset by Frozen. I think they should have added another half hour onto that movie. Because Elsa, come and enjoy yourselves. Elsa gets to she does her fabulous let it go, la la la. I'm not gonna sing the whole song. It's a type 5. We have 20 minutes left. She gets her fabulous castle put together. She has like a day before her sister comes up and is like, I love you. She needed some time to herself, right? She needed some time to be in that ice castle, vegging out, going into goblin mode, and probably masturbating a lot. Like, it's healthy for us, right? So I'm mad that she didn't get that moment, and I think that movie would have been better, and we're due for a rewrite. What do y'all say? 2 minutes. Let's see. I love thinking about really shiny, bright people having like a really dark past. So Bob Ross, I always really hope we're gonna find out he was like, I don't know, nothing like horrible, but like something like, whoa! You know, like he had like puppets or something. That's like not harmful, but just weird. But who, the tea, if you want the tea, y'all want the tea?
Yes.
Who remembers Lisa Frank?
Yes.
Yes. Someone describe Lisa Frank.
Like psychedelic tigers for children.
Yes, psychedelic tigers for children. A lot of rainbows, a lot of big googly eyes. So she apparently is in the hot seat, and there's a whole documentary about how she was like embezzling and all this.
And she stole all the art from her ex-husband.
Really?
Yeah, he's the one who draws most.
So I love that. Like the most shiny, happy lady ever. Like embezzlement. Sometimes I wonder what it'd be like if we read the diary of Lisa Frank. Just kidding. Sorry. Moving forward. Last thing. I have a lot of ideas that I think could make money. So if you have money, please donate. First of all, please donate. Let's hear it for it. We're going to do as much as we can. But money making, after you give to them, also talk to me, because I have a couple of ideas that I think could make us money. This is my last minute. They're all housewives related. I don't watch The Real Housewives. I can't handle it. I don't like watching people with that much money be that bratty. But I also love the diva energy. So, my ideas are, one, we do Real Housewife trading cards, like baseball cards, and you have like Lisa Rinna and Karen Huger, and they're like, where she flips the table or whatever. That's one. The second one is if we had them do Sesame Street. Like Sesame Street, but Real Housewives. Or the Real Housewives of Sesame Street. And she's like, the letter for the day is F-U. The last one is, drum roll, please. This is my last thing I'm going to say. Real Housewives, the musical!
We have 2 more performances. So please give a big round of applause for our next performer, Onia.
Hey guys. I'm Onia. I'm black. Sending me money for stuff like that. Like, I got the Venmo ding on my phone. I open it up. It's $20 from a white friend of mine. And it just says, Shackles, my bad. Starbucks. And the white lady behind me is like, oof, Jim Crow, that was rough. Can I get you a coffee? Cookies on my doorstep, redlining, am I right? But like in 2025, all of that is over. That same friend sent me a Venmo request for that $20 plus interest. They're like, you know why? We gotta put things back the way it was. We gotta bring it. You know what I'm saying? I sent it back. And I sent it back with clan mask, shrug emoji, American flag. It's not just the money that people are asking to give back. It's also the jobs. The jobs we got in 2020, they're like, give them back. There's just some white lady in HR standing at the door of every company like, get your black asses out of here. But that same white lady is like, but I will be keeping my new black ass. It's hard for black people in 2025. It's hard for me as a black person because most of my friends are white. And see, you're saying to yourself, why is that so hard? White people are terrific. Isn't that all? Trips to the Hamptons and skiing in Vail? And to that I say no. My white friends are improv people. Whole different class of white people. representation problem. Because you see, in any group of people, there's a normal distribution. This part of this distribution, the big part, is the people I know. Kind, generous, wonderful. And this little tail end, these are the people on TikTok. Vacuous, self-absorbed, and frankly not good dancers. I mean, what is this? They don't have a generation problem, they have a representation problem. Same thing with Christians. Jesus like handpicked his representatives. Y'all, he's like, y'all are fishers, y'all are women, y'all got nothing going on. You won't say what I say. So when I say, love the poor, take care of the kids, love the immigrant, they're like, yeah, we're writing this down. We got a whole book. Nowadays, any old person with a microphone and an internet connection can say they represent Jesus. So when they go out, they're just like, F these kids, man. Put them in cages and deport their parents. And after that, we can get back to taking away health care from poor people. Thanks, Jesus. It's a representation problem. Another reason why Gen Zs are important to me, because as you know, I have a Gen Z daughter. And people always ask me, when I tell them I have a 15-year-old daughter, they get that look on their face. And they're just like, how is that? How is it having a 15-year-old daughter? You have a teenage daughter. How is it having a teenage daughter? Bitch, it's great. Just because you don't like your kid, don't put that on me. I mean, not liking your kid is not a flex, because you're at least halfway responsible for that. Probably more than halfway responsible. It's wild to me how much of parenting is about not liking your kids. Like this thing with mommy juice, which if you are not acquainted with mommy juice, it's usually a tumbler with mommy juice on the side and some flowers and shit. And it can hold an entire bottle of wine. How do you even explain that to your kid? Okay, dumpling, it's 5 o'clock and mommy needs her juice. Because I need to drink an entire bottle of poison to remember that I love you. Don't worry, it's not enough to kill me, but sometimes I wish it were. Harmonia, that's my job.
We have one more set. There's a returning person. Let's give it up one more time. Again for Nicole.
I just missed you all.
Aww, I miss you too.
So, I think I'm gonna get a boob job. Oh yeah, we're done. No, it's not that I do. I love my body. I do. And I do love my breasts. I'm very proud of them as well. I just don't think they like each other. You see, they've never met. They're just long lost twins separated at puberty. And I just want to reunite them. Now, before big breasted women are like, oh, girl, don't do it. The bra strap goes into your shoulders, your back, yeah, she's shaking, your back hurts. But then I've also heard that sometimes, if you're really big breasted, and then when you go to sleep, you wake up and your breast is choking you. It's there. And to be honest, am I like that? You mean I should go handless? Fuck yeah. That's no problem. I just got a visual, sorry. So, and I get it. I just, make strict rule. Just one. I'm never buying a box of condoms. Oh yeah, this shush, the silence. I said I wasn't buying them. Let's get that straight. Yeah. Because there's reasons. Number one, I don't have a dick. So why am I buying the fucking condoms? You know, I don't see you showing up with a box of tampons. You know, I actually would prefer that. You know, the guys that buy the flowers? No, buy me a fucking $10 box of Tampax pearls. God, I spend so much money on that shit every month. I fucking love that. You would definitely get laid once I'm done. But then also, like, my other thing is that I just don't think men liked it when I actually had the box of condoms, you know? So in my last, times with men, you know, they come over, we're having a great time. They're about to show me the present that's supposed to make me orgasm. And I proceed to look at it. And then I open up my drawer of sizes. I'm a perfectionist, so I have everything for you. You want to be a peppermint candy? You want to do some Christmas Santa? And while they're looking at their outfits, shopping, I simply just grab the measuring tape. Tight, baby. For some reason, they're like, what are you doing? What are you doing? And I was like, honey, I'm just trying to give you your Cinderella moment. I'm just trying to give you that perfect rubber slipper. And, you know, most guys didn't like it, and the ones that did, it turned out to be gay. I guess they really were looking for their Prince Charming. Whatever. And another reason is just that I actually have a memory that's very vivid. And we're gonna go down that road. Oh yeah, we're going down memory road. So I am in my 20s. Again, we're in the bedroom, so this is a sex story. And we're having a great time, right? And like I'm laying on the bed, I'm getting close, they're going. I'll do the visual. All of a sudden, we're like, well, it's going. Oh! And I was like, oh, your heart on? Like, is that gone? Like, do you need some help? What do you need? And they're like, no, the condom's just gone. It doesn't dissolve. Just like, what? Not in the blankets, I don't know where it went. And I was like, okay, well, we'll just do what you do when you lose your keys. Where's the last place you put it? Ew. That's you to you. Yeah, it's you. Okay, well, we'll talk about that later. I just need you to reach up there and grab it. Yeah. Bitch, I have been your King Island ride for the past 30 years. And you're telling me that's the gross factor for you is your fingers. Your fingers have already been there, your mouth's been there, so has your dick. So. And they're like, well, why can't you do it? Look at these hands. These are fucking children hands. Look at these fingers. They don't even get me off. That's why I called you. Get in there, Sparky. So, at the end of the day, I don't need to buy another box of condoms because it's still inside me.